Happy Mindfulness Monday, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. If you're new here, welcome. Would love to hear from you in the chat if this is your first session with us. I am tuning in today from a little neighborhood north of Cincinnati, Ohio. This is a place that I was born and raised, so I'm really privileged to have some quality time with my family this week. Would love to learn where you're tuning in from at this time. If you're new here, please note that you will be muted for the duration of today's session. Feel free to use that chat function to communicate with me, share questions, thoughts, where you're joining from, how you're feeling, how this moment is finding you. We'd love to invite you to join us on camera. I do love to see you, and it's really supportive in a meditative practice to see others connecting across the states and waters in this space of mindfulness. So please do join us on camera if you feel comfortable with that. Our next live English session will be on December 1st, and we will be centered around the subject of creating joy. Before we get into it, I want to remind you about our other PD Health at Home virtual programs. Each week, we offer sessions tailored to support people with Parkinson's and their care partners, including Mindfulness Mondays, Wellness Wednesdays, Fitness Fridays, expert briefings, and our Spanish language series, Y Salud en Casa. Be sure to visit our website to see what's coming up and to explore our archive videos on YouTube. Next week's Wellness Wednesday, please join Kurt Brungart for an engaging, playful session that trains your brain, your body, and your spirit. And we'll do a mix of movement, vocal exercises, and some expressive activities that will hopefully awaken some confidence, invite presence and joy. So you can learn more about our upcoming virtual programs and register at parkinson.org. All right, my friends. It is that time where we move into our meditative practice. And this week we are focusing on the subject of opening to joy. Opening to gratitude. Opening to gratitude. And this is a really special practice, especially for those of us who are impacted by Parkinson's, but it's a practice that's essential for all human beings living a human experience. So gratitude is more than a pleasant feeling. It's an inner orientation that can transform the way we meet our day-to-day experiences. And research shows that gratitude can support better sleep, strengthen immunity, which we know is this time of the year, we really want to do things that strengthen our immunity. Gratitude increases our resilience. It eases stress, anxiety, and depression. But beyond the science, gratitude helps reconnect us with what is steady, what is meaningful, what is nurturing, even in the midst of challenge. So for those living with Parkinson's or supporting someone who is, gratitude isn't about ignoring difficulty. Instead, it's a practice of widening the lens. It allows us to notice small moments of steadiness, small moments of connection, small moments of support, and those moments of relief. These are moments that often go overlooked. And in this way, gratitude becomes a resource, a gentle returning to what is nourishing, even when life feels uncertain. So today we'll explore what it means to cultivate a gratitude practice, how we can build it into our daily lives, and how opening to gratitude can help ground us when Parkinson's adds complexity to everyday moments. A gratitude practice is simple and it's powerful. It asks us to pause and intentionally notice what is here that supports us. What uplifts me? What anchors me? What brings me ease? And gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It's about letting ourselves be touched by what is good, even in small or subtle ways. A foundation of gratitude rests on three elements. The first of those elements is awareness, learning to notice what is pleasant, what is meaningful, what is supportive, even for a moment. So I'll invite you to write in the chat, what is pleasant right now? What feels meaningful? What feels supportive? Even for a brief moment. And the second element of foundation of gratitude is receiving, letting that experience land in your body. Allowing yourself to feel the nourishment of gratitude. And the third foundational element of gratitude is expression, internal or external acknowledgement, saying things like, thank you, or recognizing internally that this matters, or simply a soft recognition of appreciation. So this is what Jon Kabat-Zinn often gestures toward in his work. The practice of turning toward the fullness of our experience with awareness and kindness. Turning towards the fullness of our experience with awareness and kindness. Gratitude emerges naturally when we pay attention to it with openness. And for people navigating Parkinson's, gratitude can be a stabilizing force. It can help remind us that support exists, whether that's through a breath that you feel breathing, or those moments that arrive with ease, and that we do not move through challenges alone. There's a quote that I often refer back to time and time again by one of my favorite authors and poets, John O'Donohue. For those of you who've been with me for some time, know that I reference him quite a bit. And he writes, "Take time to celebrate the quiet miracles that seek no attention." Would you like me to say that again? Take time to celebrate the quiet miracles that seek no attention. Let these words set the tone for our practice today. The invitation to notice the quiet miracles, a steady breath in and out, a moment of clarity, a kind gesture, the warmth of sunlight, or simply the fact that we have arrived here together in this now moment. So let's move into our meditation. If it's comfortable, allow your body to settle. Sitting upright but relaxed. Call this sitting with soft dignity. You can lay down too. And let your hands rest gently in your lap or by your sides, wherever they land comfortably. And then softly close your eyes or lower your gaze. Take a slow breath in and a deeper breath out. Just notice the ground beneath you. Feel the support that is already here. Not seeking your attention, but you gifting this support your attention, the chair, the floor, the breath that moves freely through you without effort, without needing to change anything, just simply arrive. Let your shoulders soften. Offer some space between the upper jaw and the lower jaw. And then let your belly be soft. Each breath is an invitation to settle just a little more. And we'll begin our gratitude practice by bringing to mind one small thing from today or from the past few days that brought a moment of ease or a moment of comfort or a moment of meaningful connection. Could be a warm cup of tea, a bird outside the window, a familiar voice you haven't heard in quite some time, a moment of rest, a kind message, a sense of steadiness in your body. Let it be simple, bringing to mind one small thing from today or the past few days that brought you ease, comfort, or connection. And notice how your body responds as you remember that moment. Perhaps a softening, a warmth, a slight lift in your chest. And allow yourself to receive this memory, this moment, and let it land. Now widen the lens slightly. Bring to mind a person or people who support you in some way. Someone who brings comfort or laughter or companionship or simply shows up in your life. And hold them in gentle awareness. And feel gratitude not as an obligation, but as a natural response to connection. If it feels right for you, I'll invite you to silently offer them a simple phrase. Thank you. May you be well. I appreciate your presence in my life. Thank you. May you be well. I appreciate your presence in my life. And let your breath anchor this warmth. Breathing in and breathing out. And we'll shift this outward expression of gratitude back to the self, bringing your attention to yourself, to the ways you've shown up today, to the resilience that you carry, to the ways you continue step by step to meet your life with courage, adaptability, and heart. Even if it feels unfamiliar, offer yourself a phrase of gratitude. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for trying. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for trying. Thank you for being here. And let these words settle within you. Like you can feel a hand resting gently on your chest. And take a slow breath in and a slow breath out. Notice how your body feels in this moment, held by your breath, supported by your seat, steadied by your own presence. And allow yourself to rest here for just another moment, letting the experience of gratitude toward life, toward others, and toward yourself come together like three threads woven into one. And as we ease out of this practice, sense the fullness of what you've cultivated. The gratitude you touched, whether soft, subtle, or vibrant, is enough. It is the beginning of a seed that continues to grow with attention. Feel the experience of your breath, breathing in and out. Can flutter your eyes open. Maybe roll your shoulders, move your head from side to side. Let's take a moment for some gentle reflection. I'm curious, what small moment of gratitude felt most accessible for you today? What moment, person, persons was a moment that felt like comfort, connection, or ease that you brought to attention today? Another prompt you might feel more inspired by: what might you carry with you into the rest of your day? What might you carry with you? Mm, yeah, grateful for the cool day, support of your husband, relief in your back, awareness of my husband's helping hand. Mm, sipping our morning tea as the sun came up. What a sacred practice, Molly. To greet the sun, mm, Reaching out to my sister-in-law, lightness and ease. Thank you, Tanya. My husband's kindness, appreciation for my daughter. Son arriving for the holiday, going to the supermarket. That's great, Dwight. My lovely wife. Sense of peace, gratitude for family, new life to come, seeing an old friend. Wow. So many beautiful moments of gratitude expressed here. And what's interesting is these don't feel like grand moments. This is life. These are day-to-day experiences, and how being present with them makes them feel so sweet. So sweet. Gratitude is not a one-time event. It is a practice, a gentle turning toward what nourishes us, especially in the context of Parkinson's. Moments of gratitude can create pockets of ease, connection, and clarity. So I invite yourself to notice one quiet miracle each day. Write it down if you can. Say it out loud. Let it land. Thank you all so much for being here today. So much appreciation in the chat. Want to thank you again for your presence and for being open to this practice of gratitude. It is one that's practiced often for a reason in the spaces of mindfulness and meditation. So I hope that as we continue to see each other on this format, that we continue to grow that seed of gratitude. Thank you so much for joining us today. Until soon, remember our next session, our next live session will be on December 1st. Until then, may you be well, may you be present, and may you see the quiet miracles that seek no attention. Be well, my friends.